welcome back everyone, Mike here. Today is April Fool's Day. I'm not a fan of this day at all. Now Melissa, on the other hand, she lives for this day. She plans and schemes and really tries to mess with me. So today, I mean, I kept my guard up all day long. You know, I'm at work waiting for some silly phone call or something that she wrecked a new truck or something. You know what I mean? She's always up to something. Didn't come. And then I get a text message from my daughter Eva. Eva's in 8th grade. And we get this text message saying that she got caught cheating on a math test, and she got a 0 out of 50 on the test, and they put her in school suspension. Well, right away, I'm like, you know what, it's April Fool's Day. She's just messing with me, right? So I'm like, I'll get her back. I text her, I said, are you serious? I said, I'm gonna head to the school right now. I'm in Ohio. I'll be there in a couple hours and see what's going on. She texts me back. She's like, okay, but I don't know if it's gonna do any good. And I start thinking, she's gonna let me drive all the way from Ohio to her school just for a joke? So then I'm thinking maybe she's serious, you know what I mean? So we text back and forth, and I'm like, I'm gonna call the school right now, talk to the principal, and get to the bottom of this. And you know, I'm thinking she's in big trouble, right? She's gonna be in trouble when she gets home. And she just kind of played along with it. So finally I had to text her. I'm like, Eva, here's the deal. I need to know this minute, right now, if this is an April Fool's joke or not. Sure enough, that's what it was. I couldn't believe it. And Melissa wasn't even in on it, supposedly. I don't know. But Eva is definitely Melissa's mini-me. But anyway, tonight, another beautiful evening here. It's pretty chilly though, but it's a beautiful sunny evening. We're gonna do a little test on the Wolfe compact commercial log splitter. Now, I've used this thing quite a bit over the last couple months. I've used it for mostly like oak and cherry. Both of those split very easily. We all know that. Tonight, we're gonna try to split a little bit of elm, and I don't even like elm at all. I hardly even get into it. We don't have much here. But if you saw that video a few days ago or last week, I pulled some trees out of the bottom of the valley that went down in an ice storm when I had that little excavator here. One of them was a big elm tree, well, big, you know, 15 inches, something like that. But that stuff is just horrible to split. So tonight we're gonna try to split a little bit on the Wolfe compact commercial with the 6-way wedge. Now keep in mind, that is only a 22-ton log splitter. They make them in 28, like 35 or something like that. But the 22-ton I really like because you get that really fast cycle time of about 6 seconds. So I think this elm will really put it to a test. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to split a little bit of oak by hand, just one piece, some cherry, show you how easy that splits, and then we'll try splitting a piece of elm. I know what the result will be of that. And then we'll put them on the log splitter with the 6-way wedge, and we'll see how it handles it. I'm not sure, but we'll see. All right, this here is a piece of red oak. I love the way red oak splits. Very nice. Look at that. No problem at all. Next, we'll try a piece of cherry. This will be a little bit harder to split than the oak, but it'll only take a couple hits, I'm sure. I missed. So as you can see, both the oak and cherry, they split really easy just with an axe. Look at that. I got it. Whew. Actually, this is the easiest splitting elm that I've ever split. All right, we'll take this 4-way wedge off. We'll put the 6-way on. All right, we'll just kind of warm up with 5 or 6 pieces of cherry. Then we'll go with 1 oak round and then 3 or 4 of those bigger elm. See how it does. The deer are waiting for me to leave again. So that elm that I just split, those rounds were about 14 or 15 inches in diameter. You know, not huge, but decent size. And this thing handled it no problem at all. Even with the 6-way wedge on it, worked really well. Although that elm is not quite as stringy as some of the stuff I've gotten into in the past. But yeah, it handled it no problem at all. I think I mentioned before that this log splitter isn't for everyone. I mean, if you're cutting 4, 5, or even 8 cords a year, this thing is a little bit of overkill. It really is. Unless you want to split all your firewood for the year like in a half a day, then you might want to get one. But if you sell firewood and you know you're producing 20 or 50 or 75 cords a year, this thing really knocks it out. It's unbelievable. Another idea would be if you had some really good friends, close friends, and you all burnt wood, or you had family that all lived in the same area and you all burnt firewood and you wanted to sell some, maybe something you'd want to consider doing, going in together and buying one of these things, because it does just knock the wood out. It really does. And I'll put a link to Wolfe Ridge's website and talk to Chris there. Super nice guy, small business, just a great guy. And you know, if you're looking for a machine that really produces a lot of firewood, give them a call. Now, most of the time when I'm splitting wood, I don't have any like real big gnarly, you know, crotch pieces or things with huge knots on them and things like that. I mean, occasionally I do, but not very often. The only reason is we don't really have to. We've got so much wood down here, just keeping up with the blowdowns and dead trees and things like that. There's just tons of firewood here. We could cut probably 20, 25 cords a year, probably more than that, and never put a dent in it. Each year there would be more wood than the year before. Kind of like a renewable thing. Which brings me to yesterday's video. Well, actually, I just published it a little bit ago. It was a joke. You know, I did a video on the Green New Deal, on how firewood could possibly be the new currency. And surprisingly, there's only a couple of haters. And, you know, like I said, it was April Fool's when I published that. It was kind of a joke. I mean, I'm sticking to my guns. I still feel the same way. But, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good video. If you didn't see it, check it out up here. But anyway, I got about 5 more hours before April Fool's Day is over, so I'm keeping my guard up. I'm sure Melissa has something up her sleeve. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.